Welcome back to D&D, everyone. So, last week, you had managed to... Well, a few things happened. During the night's watch, Lucian was lured into the forest by a thing that you got a slight glimpse of that ran off into the woods. You were able to find one of the dolls, one of the little wicker dolls hanging from a tree. Then you made your way to a river, and over a bit of time, you were eventually able to pass through it, start a fire, dry and warm yourselves off, and then continue your way on. And leaving off, you were able to find that the members of the champions are about 60 feet in front of you at their own little fire pit. And that's where we have left off. So, what everyone like to do?
I'm going to size them up from a distance and see if they're looking for me capping some competition.
Okay. So there's 5 of them currently. About 4 of them are resting by the fire. One of them's standing up. He has his big, thick shield with the bull on the front. He has a spear. And he's just kind of like waving the spear, like waving it towards the fire, kind of like beckoning you forth.
I'm gonna roll insight.
Go ahead. They don't. The ones sitting by the fire don't really look concerned. They're like looking in your general direction, but after that, they kind of just go back to their chat. The guy with the shield and the spear doesn't really look like he's strictly interested in a fight. You notice he's not even really wearing he's not wearing his helmet. He's taken off his breastplate.
Breast.
He is
Are we fighting them?
I'd rather not. There's enough out here to worry about without that.
So are we joining them?
Why not? We can at least get the lay of the land, see if they've run into anything wonky. Or if they try to jump us, we beat the tar out of them and take all their stuff and leave them there.
Third option, we can kill them while they're sleeping.
Or we
It's
can
a
have a
non-lethal
tea party
contest,
with-
fellas.
It's not?
Murder is highly frowned upon on this.
Oh,
Why
is
don't
it?
we poison them?
But we can knock them out. At least take a few out.
I like that you're dressed for the ice forest behind you.
Makes Lucian
He's cosplaying,
LARPing.
but he's sweating his fucking ass off right now. It's for the immersion.
It's for the culture.
What if we poison them only a little bit?
Half
It's just
poison.
a way that keeps them fast asleep for a long time.
I like that plan. There we go. That's a compromise plan.
Yes, poison?
Graham takes a pull from his flask. Just kind of.
That's a yes. That's Graham for yes.
They're either
Not
very
Graham for
strong.
yes.
That's Graham for I'm on board.
To be
I'm not
fair,
happy about it, but fine.
winning this actually gets us, I think, an audience with the Duke. So you think even partially doing anything like this won't get back to everybody?
The dead don't talk.
They must be very strong to not even flinch, not give a fuck about us. But maybe they just do not know how strong we are.
We could just go say hi and get the temperature.
Why doesn't Piffle go say hi?
Lucian's gonna go over there and be like, "Hey, you got any spells in your spell
Go
book I
forward
can
with our
take?"
best foot forward.
Because
Let's
Piffle's
send
an
Piffle.
emotional terrorist, Corey.
60 feet? Like, I can blast the shit out of them right now. Let's go.
If I walk up, they won't feel threatened. They'll be like, "Oh, that's an adorable halfling."
All right, Fiffle, you walk up to them.
As long as so Piffle approaches them from upwind, so that they see him before they smell him.
Okay. Fiffle approaches. The guy with the spear and shield just says to you, in a loud voice, "Hail and good fortune, friend."
Oh, hail and good fortune to you.
Care to sit by our fire with us?
Oh, sure.
The rest of your friends back there look a bit apprehensive.
I'm not. I'll come over and hang out.
I'll fight you right now. Graham will.
Back me up a second. Were we operating under the assumption that they could not see us?
No, they saw us straight out. I thought.
She's so cute.
Okay, yes. So
Yeah, I'll
yes,
head over
they
as well.
are the suspicious sort. I thought I'd just come say hello and see how the evening's treating you.
All right. He plants his spear in the ground, holds out his hand. Titus Zeno, pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Do I recognize the name as an entrant in the what have you?
Oh, one of the thieves guilds? No.
No, I mean somebody who's doing the gauntlet.
Oh yeah. He's a member of the champions. Yeah, so he would have been introduced as their leader.
So my actual, I'm trying to remember which name I've used for this event. I think the real one. I'll shake his hand and introduce myself.
Plot twist, they're actually coming back from getting the thing, and they're not even worried about us.
Well,
That would be a twist.
here, come, sit by our fire. We've prepared some stew.
Thank you.
You're speaking my language.
It's Spanish. That's the
Piffle sits by
language
the
he
fire.
speaks.
And promptly forgets all about his companions.
Spanglish, actually.
One of the
Will, start making his way over after nobody pulls a shiv on nobody.
various one of the guys by the fireplace, he pulls out a couple of bowls. He gets some stew, hands a bowl to you, Fiffle.
Ah. Piffle digs into the stew with relish.
It's really good. Spicy, has a nice meaty flavor. Tastes a bit like you would
Poison?
think maybe pheasant. Something just found out in the woods.
What kind of meat is in here, mister?
Never asked that, Chungus.
A few different kinds.
I mean,
Found some fowl. We got some venison in there.
Piffle was pleasantly surprised and continues to eat.
so no people, in other words.
So you're saying you're not cannibals?
I'm sorry, fellas. That's a deal breaker for me.
For me, it kind of is, unless I'm.
What am I,
It depends on how long I've gone without eating.
Not
I once
quite.
went 3 days without eating, and I just had to have something.
Of course, yeah. You must do what you can to survive.
Right? Yeah. You understand.
Yes. He
Are you
kind
trying
of.
to make common ground on
He-
cannibalism right now? Yeah, this guy.
We
gets
find
it.
out this is
guy-
just a
this guy's
RimWorld
cool.
campaign from the first person.
God, this is a modded RimWorld campaign.
No, you can do cannibalism get base game. He looks at the rest of you, realizes not only do you outnumber them, that you are in armor and they are not, but
Ha ha ha.
well, yes. Anyway, we're just killing a bit of time here. We're quitting the gauntlet. We've already been able to secure some work in Elsie for the Count Winterheart.
Interesting. Not even gonna finish it out. I mean, I guess it's a couple more days to travel both ways, so I can understand that.
No. We have far better employment down in or up in Elsie. Count Winterheart's hired us to take a dive against his hand-picked fighters, so definitely gonna make some money there. Plus, I've also secured us some sponsorships with the various mead halls up in that region.
Mister, how do you get involved in shady deals like that? We like money.
Oh,
And
shit.
we also have some less than morally bound members of our company here.
Shady.
Man, that's some big
This
words
is
that come out of
man
Chungus.
That is a, he ready? He stumbles away into a dictionary.
Just flowers for Algernoning that shit.
Well, that happens every once in a while, you know.
Nothing shady about it. You go into town, you act like a cad, the populace hates you, then
Act like
you
a cat?
Cad.
cad.
Oh.
We have a cat in our group.
I was gonna say we have one.
That's racist.
Oh, so are these the guys that were the bullies?
Yeah. You act like a villain. the populace hates you. You lose against the local heroes. You collect your paycheck and you go to the next town.
Oh, well, we don't like to be heels, mister. We're more like the hero types.
Well,
Graham kind of nods in appreciation for their hustle. Oh, and speaking of looking like villains, don't freak out about the horse if you haven't seen it yet.
around this point, the horse kind of like moseys
Flames
in,
of firelight.
and they hadn't really paid attention. You know, horses are pretty like standard in this area. So looking at it now, they realize, oh fuck, this is an undead horse. Well, we're from Arwell. Necromancy's rampant in that area, so it's nothing I haven't seen before.
Nothing to worry about. We liberated this.
He's
fella
real
from
friendly.
The less scrupulous sort of necromancer.
Well, yes, it's a good business here. You get to maybe unleash your inner self a bit on the local populace. You get to then collect money. People willing to buy you drinks. They enjoy hanging out with the rougher sort, I suppose. And
were the champions? Actually, I guess I can ask in character. You weren't the fellers who were playing for the Thunder Knight, were you?
Thunder Knight? No. That was who was that? I don't remember that
If you want to
group.
come across as a heel, that's certainly a way to do it.
Ooh, no. We play the Arwellen angle. People in Viderheim don't like Arwell. But really, it's Zadora that you have to worry about these days.
Oh, yeah?
Now, the Zadoran Emperor says that he's the successor to the Arwellen Emperor. The Arwellen Emperor says that they're just imposters. Not like Arwell truly has any real way to retaliate against them. The counts in this country have more territory and wealth than the Arwellen Emperor, at least these days. But no, the Thunder Knight is more of a local issue. The traitor rebel knight from shortly after the Viderheim dukes became the supreme leader and Arwell had left the country, so we have nothing to do with it. I don't play that angle.
Probably for the best. But quite a hustle you got going there. Respect it.
Oh, I don't call it a hustle. It's simply theater.
Theater.
People need their theater.
So you're actors, then, in other words.
Paid crisis actors are moving into Viderheim. Sorry, I'll be right back.
No. We are fighters. I was a amateur duelist while I was studying political philosophy at the Arwellen Academy, but after my family lost their political patronage, I turned to it more professionally, and as it turns out, it was a far more lucrative business.
Well, you're smart.
Well, I play to my strengths. But yes, we're just traveling our way, we're quitting the gauntlet as it is a nice prize, but we have nothing to petition to the Duke if we were to meet him. And the other contestants are a little more eager for a victory. Plus, no reason to get hurt ahead of time before our fight in Elsie. Just extra money to either get yourself healed or even you get badly hurt. It's you have to cancel, and that's never a good thing when you have to put in a convincing performance.
Well, mister, do you have any good advice for a couple of amateurs on how to take the victory in this here competition?
Don't push yourself too hard. You go to the
Poison
final.
the other competitors.
That would be unadvised. For the fact that murder generally is illegal. It also doesn't quite work with my spirit of competitiveness. I'd prefer that, strength of arms be the deciding factor.
Mm-hmm.
I heard
But-
something about murder. Get up to use the stream for 1 second.
We're just trying to figure
Sean
out
gets
the
asked about
rules.
poisoning the other competitors. Okay,
Oh,
there you
okay.
go. And
Just
the guy's
as
like, no, that's a dumb
purely
idea.
academically.
Yeah.
purely an academic question from Chungus.
Uh, I would say your competitors, they are making their way up to the final.
Downtown? Oh,
Uh, they're going to make their way to the last checkpoint where they will gather the item they need, and then they'll return to Vaxval. So there's not a insignificant chance that you'll actually encounter them on the way back. So I would say necessarily don't push yourself too hard, because if you are exhausted when you meet them, there might be a fight that doesn't go in your favor.
we have never met a fight that did not go in our favor.
Didn't we come in like? Never mind.
We've met plenty of fights that don't go in our favor.
But I should say, congratulations on your wins in the arena. Very good, placing first and second, and the doubles and the single.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Did the champions get anything noteworthy during the?
They had lost in the penultimate rounds.
Yeah. Well, y'all put on a pretty good showing. Whether or not you were throwing or not, I don't know, but it's your business.
Thank you. Yes, we made out quite like a bandit. But it was a good show all around. So you're the Crossblades, if I recall correctly. You're been putting on a bit of a performance yourself, making a splash in the city, I hear.
That's the aim.
We are gaining a bit of acclaim.
Well, that's always nice. Crossblades were very well-respected group. They even used to have an office in the Arwellan Empire, although it shut down many, many decades ago.
We're about the last gasp, so I think we're bringing them back well enough. Trying to, anyway.
Well, maybe one day an office will reopen in Arwell. We'll see.
I think Graham could be a governor.
Well, thank you, Chungus.
Play your cards right, and maybe you will. Of course, Arwell's it's my home country. Of course, I'm quite proud of it, but it's definitely a shadow of its former self. The rising power in the world is Zadora.
I got my own responsibilities to think about anyway. Pat's Zorse the horse. Death ain't something you can just kind of leave to its own devices. Not forever, anyway.
Well, not much for the practical applications of necromancy. I've only done the theoretical classes, but I'll take your word for it. So, what's your plans for after the gauntlet? What do you plan? If, let's say you win, what's your proposal to the Duke?
Yeah, what is our proposal?
Yeah,
That's a
I've
good-
been
that is a
wondering
really
about
good
this.
question.
We've never actually even.
I need the library card.
I'm
You're
going to propose to the Duke's daughter.
Oh my god.
Don't you have a girlfriend now, Chungus? What do you mean?
I mean Hank, but
What about that beautiful lady you fought in the tournament? You told me that was your girlfriend.
oh yeah. Well, I just said that to sound more cool, so you like me better.
Oh, I like you plenty. Don't worry. Are we chatting here? Should we be on our way, or?
It's been like 15 minutes.
What time of day was it again, and how fresh up?
Yeah, it was like early afternoon. So if you put it at about you woke up at around like first light, and then spent
we
like
just finished the river crossing episode, right?
the fucking.
you forded the river successfully. So it's probably like 11 a.m. right now.
Yeah, I reckon we probably should get a move on.
Absolutely.
It's still a race. This was a pleasant encounter. Luckily, we did not have to fight, but it was good.
Well, we'll be probably out of Vaxfall by the time you return. We're going to be turning back now. Um, make our way over the bridge, cross the river again, and then be on our way.
Well, safe travels to you.
Thank you, and same to you.
Lucian wants to try to maybe poke one of them just to make sure they're real.
You poke one of them.
Stealthily poke one of them.
You poke one of them. He, hey, watch the hands there, man.
Oh, sorry. your fashion was just so amazing. I just had
It's
to
classic Orwellan armor.
beautiful, very beautiful. Pleasure to meet you. Good luck in your.
Thank you. Same to you. Is this normal behavior for a tabaxi? He turns to you, Graham.
Feller, I gotta tell you, I don't know what normal is for this group, and I'm a little afraid to find out.
Well, either way, do be careful on the travels up. The opponents you'll be facing are interested in getting a audience with the Duke.
Yeah, we already ran into him paying off somebody to act like there were wolf attacks out there.
Yep. You're probably thinking of the Iron Beaters.
Guessing an apt name.
Well, they put on a nice little show of being Smiths turned mercenaries, but they're just a subgroup of the Iron Masters. Anyone in the know knows that.
Useful information, especially given might be competing on more than just the gauntlet in the days to come.
Hey, we're in the know now.
The other groups, Broken Sides, I believe they are hoping to petition the Duke to become an official knightly order. Not a unknown goal for them. They've been doing that for many years. And then the Silverhawks look to be, well, your competitor in the adventuring business.
We're doing well enough so far, but we've yet to run into anybody who's willing to stoop that low. I guess it was only a matter of time.
Well, yes, the adventuring bit is a little out of date, I should say. Mercenary groups are the more contemporary version of your. Nobody's out slaying dragons anymore. It's just one country versus another, one house versus another. No need to hire some adventurers. Just hire some cheap crossbowmen or somebody with a sword willing to do some unscrupulous actions, and, well, that's just how it is these days, huh?
Mm.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, if the adventuring business doesn't work out, just remember you can always make good business traveling around doing what we do.
Not unlike what we do, though.
Well, I wouldn't face a dragon myself. No real gold in that business, but, well, if you can kill it, I suppose there is, but is the risk worth the reward? For us, no.
Can understand that.
Well then, we'll be packing up camp soon, and unfortunately I think you fellas may be last place, so you might want to...
we got a little waylaid taking care of some business.
It happens. But the gauntlet is a surprise, if anything. I must say, last place has always been, fun enough, a lucky position in the gauntlet.
Well,
so,
if you quit the gauntlet, Mister, do you get last place automatically?
we would, yes.
But to everybody else, we're in last place right now.
To the actual competitors, you would be last place, and there's no second place prize in the gauntlet.
Well, all the more reason to get going.
Agreed.
Let's do it.
Let's fucking go.
The rest of the champions start to pack up, finish off the stew, and get their camping gear together, and start making their way back the way you would actually originally come.
Take care now.
You as well. Hail and good fortune to you.
Hail and good fortune.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
So they pack up and head back. You're left at the campsite. They made sure to cover the fire, and you're now basically left in a small clearing with what once was a small campsite. The snow has been cleared out. There is still the ring of stones around what once was a fire. It's still relatively warm. What would you like to do?
Well, we dried off after our Barbie horse adventure crossing the river. We should probably get going.
Yep.
Do we want to? We don't want to exhaust ourselves. They gave us a little tip that they're probably going to jump us later, or they could. And frankly, I would be surprised if they didn't. So continue moving at a good pace. Take advantage of our horse/destructo disc transportation system.
Yeah.
All right.
Agreed.
So you have two horses. You have Sir Reggie and you have Zorse. Did you currently don't have the disc, as you had found that it wasn't able to cross the river very well, and you then took about an hour to dry off and warm back up.
We could probably get it casting again while we're hanging out by the fire with those guys.
Okay.
And then, if you guys want to,
Yeah, I think that was a good method. That saved us some time.
All right.
So let's do it. I don't think we need the ropes this time, though, as it magically follows me anywhere. I was thinking about that later.
All right.
True.
good point.
So Lucian does a ritual over a course of 10 minutes. Well, 10 minutes and 6 seconds, and dances himself a little disc into existence again.
Magic hits me so hard, makes me say magic words.
Rah, rah, rah.
And you then have a translucent disc that is floating 3 feet above the ground.
Is it a compact disc?
No. It's about 3 feet in diameter. It's 3 feet in diameter.
Who was on the disc last time? Who climbed on?
Chungus and Pebble.
There we go.
Yeah, he was on top of me.
Gotcha.
I reckon we could do that again, and then we could probably put a little bit of zip on the horses, make up some ground that way.
Okay. Alright, so you're going to just have the horses travel as quickly as they can?
Unless anybody's got any brighter ideas.
Nope. I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Pibble's gonna ride on Chungus's shoulders, regardless.
Mhm.
Okay.
I like giving piggyback rides.
Alright, so you had covered 3 leagues. This was the 4th league. So the horses ride as quickly as they can. And you are able to cover the next 3 miles in only about 30 minutes. And go ahead. Whoever's riding the horses, not as the passengers, whoever's I'm assuming it's going to be Otto and Graham. Go ahead and make
Probably.
perception checks, please.
No guidance on this, right?
This is more reactive, so no.
Hooray.
All right.
3.
Well, it'll be a
Why
3,
is
yeah.
it? Wait,
Yeah,
is that a
Yeah,
that's a
it's
critical fail?
oh yeah. What do you know?
Can I get the halfling's luck?
All day.
I'm assuming I critically failed. Can I get your luck thing?
Never denying you my luck.
All right, here we go.
I think you get it
Better.
automatically when any of us roll a 1, right?
I think Jeremy would have to give it. He
But,
would
but
need...
there's no limitation to it. Anytime any of us roll a 1, he can give it.
Like
Yeah, it's
until
not
my
twice in the
next-
same turn.
until the next
Yeah.
turn.
Okay, got it.
So if 2 people roll a 1 in the same turn, he can only give it to one of the
ratchet
2.
care, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
That would be unlikely, but bad.
Okay. Yeah, so you don't actually see anything. Looking around, it's basically forest that is somewhat thinner in this area. Looks like some logging camps were here a bit earlier because some of the trees have been cut down. You see fresh stumps.
Is that me or Matt?
That would be Graham, yes.
Okay, so
Otto
Graham-
just sees Otto's like his eyes are stinging a bit from just like the winter air, the early winter air. So Graham, you just see like some thin forested area that looks like maybe it had been just cut down somewhat recently, probably within the last few weeks.
All right.
Is this where we? I don't think Otto would know. Maybe Graham would like pick it up. Wouldn't this be like then the area?
Of the logging camp we cleared?
Yeah.
You would know enough about the area to know no. You would be about here.
Let me scroll down.
So that little, you'd be just north of Vaxval. The area you went to previously was to the west of Vaxval.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd be closer to Portus. But beyond that, you don't really see too much in the area.
Graham will point out this logging situation.
Okay.
You know, kids want to see a dead body. No.
This is just...
Loggers, you say?
Yeah, this game is just Stand By Me. You guys just got to go see a corpse.
Way ahead of you.
All right. But yeah, that's really all you see in the area of interest.
Keep on moving on.
Okay.
Yeah. Guess so.
Okay.
The race.
Though, does the clearing denote we're entering thick forest again, or?
Yeah, with that 22, you could definitely see you're approaching an area of forest, like the forest had, thickened, and then it's just thinner in this one stretch. But you can definitely see not only is it thickened, in the coming miles, you can actually see that the treetops are like standing up even taller in the far distance, like several miles ahead of you.
Reckon we ought to slow our pace on the horses if we don't want to catch a branch to the chin, and plenty of spots to ambush out in the sticks. We ought to move a little more cautiously till we think we're in the clear.
Yes, sir, Mr. Graham, sir.
Okay.
With that, Lucian will resummon Hestia from her pocket portal. Just use her as like scouting, what lies ahead in the woods ahead of us.
Okay. Hestia can go ahead and make her perception roll, and with advantage because she's an owl, and owls are allowed to do this.
I know owl your secrets.
Yep. Hestia flies up in the sky, looks down. It is thick woods ahead of you. There's the persistent evergreen trees that have been kind of filling the area. And she doesn't really see too much beyond that, though. Doesn't see any tracks. Doesn't see anything moving really. Looks pretty normal for the next couple miles she can see.
Keep her sentry mode ahead of us.
I'm
early warning of anything.
Does this forest give? I'm just thinking, Otto, that same sense of feeling. Remember when the voice boomed out of the forest again?
Yep. Yeah, way back. You had just felt when you entered in just the persistent, you were a rabbit and something was watching you.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, you feel that constantly. You've been feeling that constantly since that previous night.
And that's the same feeling we had when I found that wicker dow and took it, and the one that I burned.
Yep. It's been persistent.
I was gonna do it too.
Not it. What was that?
It's been
1 week. It's definitely been persistent. It hasn't been 100% consistent. It's been on and off, but you can definitely feel the hair on the back of your neck pricking up. You
Who cares?
Is it stronger than normal?
it's weak and strong. Like, it's never been as strong as that very first night, but it's been here or there. Like, you definitely feel like there's something in the woods watching you, but nothing has made itself present. Well, ever since that last night with Lucian.
And do we all get this vibe, or just
Just me.
It would be primarily Otto. It'd be Lucian, and to an extent Graham. The rest of you would feel it here or there, but it's strongest with Otto and Lucian.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I reckon whatever.
Otto I was gonna say Otto would just feel like. So does anyone feel like they're being watched very intently?
I
A
don't.
bit. Feels
Nope.
like
Not at
the
all.
living, not the dead, so it's not exactly my purview. But
Well, with
I feel
Hestian
hungry.
Sentry mode, I think we should be okay to keep a steady pace forward. No.
Yeah. Just
Let's-
don't
let's
follow
keep
Daddy.
moving and let's keep it
Yeah.
tight.
Yeah, and don't follow Dad's voice into the forest.
Dad,
Uh,
About moms,
Or moms.
any family member.
sisters, and brothers too, and
No.
cousins and uncles.
Don't
And-
follow any strange voice, or I'm just leaving you in the forest.
Any familial voice, run away from.
All right. So how would you like to cover the next section, the next league? Did you want to go as quick as you were?
I think we
No,
should
we
be a
don't
little
go quick.
careful in Spookyville.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just be a
Slow it
little
down.
more, just a
Speed in the
little
woods
more perceptive, I guess.
Okay, so you're traveling on the horses, but you're going to go a little slower.
It's like
Yeah, not like
Yeah.
right?
aiming to make up ground until we're a little out of Spookville.
Okay.
Yeah.
Traveling.
I feel no fear here.
Is there
This
since
is a
like
beautiful ride.
since Graham and I are riding the horses, can everybody else be more like, I guess, attuned to being more perceptive about our surroundings? Considering
I
we
personally
all
cannot.
well, yeah, within reason.
Sure, God, sure, I'll pay more attention, Otto.
We just give
Look, there's
we
a
just
lot
give
of
Chungus
pretty
a
birds
Rubik's cube.
around.
I'll
I've
fight you to
noticed
the death.
7 different kinds of birds already.
We just give Chungus a Rubik's cube.
Okay.
Biffle's definitely attempting to pay attention. He doesn't like spooks. He doesn't want to get spooked.
And I'm assuming it continues to not feel like spooky shit that Graham's used to.
Nothing that would be indicative of undead or any spectral kind of thing.
Not necromancy.
Yeah.
Understood.
Lucian's gonna be looking through Hestia's eyes while all this is going on, since he's just sitting on the horse.
Okay. All right. The next league you cross about 45 minutes as you are going slower. So you are on the last mile when the disc dissipates as the spell wears off. Chungus and Fiffle find themselves sitting on dirt now as they fall 3 feet onto their butt.
My disc is done. We need to take a small break. I don't know if you can do anything productive, but I need 10 minutes.
Do we want to re-up the disc, or do we want to keep to the terrain until it's time to until we get out to the other side of this?
I mean, since we
I
have
would
something
re-up.
good going with the disc, we should just keep
Yeah,
going
I
with
would
the
re-up
disc.
the desk at this point.
Yeah.
Just
Alright.
keep
Just
an
get
eye out
up.
for anything.
Working.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. So you spend the next 10 minutes casting the spell. The disc reappears, and you continue on.
Yep. Graham's keeping a watch while they're casting the ritual, because that seems like a great time to get ambushed.
Yep, yeah, Otto will be too.
Okay. The 10 minutes pass.
We're
You
still
still
alive.
feel watched, but nothing comes out of the woods to attack you. You get back on the disc and you finish covering that last mile. At which point you find yourself in front of. It is looks to be a former quarry. there's a cliff face that is about 30 feet up, and it just kind of stretches up. Go ahead. Somebody make a perception check, but you can do it at advantage because other people are in the area.
I'll D4, whoever's doing it.
Okay.
I'll try and all right. I'll add D4.
Okay. All right, 16. So yeah, this definitely looks like maybe it was a steep hill that had been carved out at one point, but now it is creating an artificial cliff in the area. And yep, it goes up a little more than 30 feet. It is a sheer 90 degrees, and you look over to what was once a wooden ramp heading up that has looked like it's been knocked down.
Ah. I see our erstwhile companions on the trail have been here. Hello, Ruth.
Don't slow down. Keep going. Trust me. Speed. I'll catch us.
Well,
I'll catch us.
now, hold up. Why don't we take the rope and then get Lucian up there with somebody standing on the disc so it follows him up, if it will do that.
I believe it will always stay.
Came 3 feet to the ground.
Yeah.
Ah. All right, then guess it's time to reckon with a little mountain climbing.
I can use a spell called Feather Fall to just coast us over. We can glide down and keep going.
Do we have to climb the cliff or go down the cliff?
You are standing at the bottom of it.
Oh.
It is it's 30 feet up.
This is going to be difficult to get horses up. Reginald's fine, but Zorse is going to have a problem.
How wide are we talking here?
You're not sure. Right now, you're right in the center, and looking left, looking right, it stretches both ways as far as you can see. You assume it would have an end at some point, but you're not sure where.
And to the other side, how far was it?
To both sides, it is as far as the eye can see, both left and right.
I'm sorry, forward, like on the other side. Is it just a cliff and then it's like it goes on, or?
Yep. As far as you can tell, there's just like a cliff face. This was basically once a hill that has just been mined out and all the stone has been quarried, and it just left an artificial cliff, like nothing that nature has done.
I see.
Can I investigate the side of this cliff and see if there's like any caves or anything around?
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Looking at the cliff face, it is pretty smooth. So it looks like not only was it quarried relatively professionally, maybe with magic, but also probably a while ago, and erosion has kind of worn down the face. Looking for any caves, you don't see anything really. It looks more or less flat. You do see bits of graffiti here or there as people have like carved some things on there. Carvings.
Here, Ash is a loser.
Kinda. It's like for a good time, call a name that has been worn away.
Damn it! It's been worn away. Are we sure?
Lucas's mother supports herself via prostitution in old Arwellan language.
We found the dicks on Pompey's walls.
One that says Half Dan was here.
Fucking Half Dan.
Okay.
For a good time, go to this address.
Well, we could probably get the horse up the ramp if we can get up the cliff face. So why don't we have some people spotting from below with keep that feather fall handy, and a couple of us can get with scaling.
Yep.
Chungus, you want to give me a hand, and I think the two of us could make our way up.
Sure, absolutely. I am a great and a skilled climber, Graham.
If we did like the mountain climbing buddy system where we each have the rope tied around our waist and we have like pythons and climb, can we give each other advantage?
Not advantage, but it'd be a lower DC to succeed.
All right.
We'll
So
be
Graham
safe.
will start setting that up, though I don't know if I actually have climbing kit.
We have rope. I mean, we have an adventurer's pack. Would that have climbing equipment in it?
Yeah, I got rope.
I've also got a war pick. I could probably bash out some handholds if they quarried this stone, so I could use that to make the trek easier.
If you have an adventurer's pack, 1 second while I just research that. Let's see here.
I think it's like 50.
Which one was
Feet
it?
of
Was
rope.
a Dungeoneer's pack?
Let me
There's
check
an
and see
adventurer's
exactly.
one. I think I have the
Okay.
same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, Kaido has a hella high investigation.
Listen, we like that.
I know.
All
I
about
do
that.
too, actually. One of my character mission statements for Graham was that he was basically going to do like the Columbo thing, but with supernatural crimes.
That's awesome.
All right. So I see there's an explorer's pack, a Dungeoneer's pack. There's definitely a few different types of packs, but I don't see anything called an adventurer's pack.
It's adventuring gear.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
okay.
the
That's it.
type. Yeah, but those are all
Oh,
like. So if anybody has a Dungeoneer's pack that has 10 pitons and hammer,
Yeah, that's me.
crowbar, and rope.
Nice.
Yeah, I got 50
Yeah.
feet of hempen rope. We can
Okay.
go ahead and cut that up and use it.
Let's fucking do
I've
it.
got a burglar's pack.
Okay.
All right, let's climb.
All right, so to climb this, it is going to be, because it is a sheer cliff face with no handholds, it's going to be an athletics check.
Oh, we're going fucking up. Oh, I thought this was like cliff face down. I see.
No. You're
I
like
got the
standing.
pitons as well.
Yeah, you're standing at the bottom, and you're looking
What?
30 feet up at the.
Let's go.
Too bad I wasn't a wizard. Like
Nice.
see a wizard. If you like,
We got a
you
couple.
just
We got
go.
a few strong
You just,
men here.
you just go, and then you appear at the top.
Eventually, yeah.
Maybe next level.
That'd be kind of cool.
But I
though.
have climbing speed, so I'll just start
No,
climbing.
I think that would be kind of funny though if you just did that. All right, guys, let's go.
Okay.
I mean,
Uh,
you can technically do that with Misty Step, can't you?
Yeah. Misty Step
Yeah.
would let you go 30 feet, I believe.
How high is this cliff again?
30 feet.
Nice.
But
Take a
we
little
used
fall
Misty
at the
Step
end,
during the river.
but-
We never long rested after that, so we're kind of
Yeah.
we're stepped out.
So Chungus and Kaido are able to climb the cliff face, no problem. Graham gets up maybe 10 feet and then gets stuck.
We can Kaido and I attempt to grab Graham and help him up along the way.
Yeah.
Yep, go ahead.
Some advance.
One of you make an athletics check.
Kindly.
Yeah, using the pitons, the rope, Kaido and Chungus are able to eventually get Graham up the 30 feet and are at the top of this cliff face.
Graham had too much whiskey. That's why he had a hard time.
Maybe Graham just doesn't like heights. Who knows?
I like going with the whiskey. It goes with his character now.
Fair enough.
He's a healthy boy, but he's not exactly trained to do this stuff. He just ambled around the woods a lot as a kid. If
He's
he
an
dies, he
alcoholic
dies,
from
TM.
getting. He's also now an alcoholic from keeping the group out of trouble.
He's not an alcoholic yet, but he's getting there.
He just really hates.
He's gonna
the
wind up like the Stoic in Payday.
It's developing alcoholism.
All right. And Lucien has a climb speed, so Lucien will be able to dig his claws in and climb up without too much trouble.
I think Lucian's gonna go last, though. Make sure nobody falls, so you can cast Feather Falling.
Yeah, I guess that is
Okay.
true. I guess.
Prudent.
Are we just all climbing up that way?
What about the horses?
I can summon mine. I don't know what.
There's a ramp I think up there. that we
The
can throw
ramp
back down.
was broken. So basically, there is a
Oh.
wooden ramp that had gone up from the base 30 feet up, and you can see that it has been tipped over or chopped down.
Question.
But it's
Can
basically
I-
fallen
anybody
and
have-
splintered.
Can we just
Does
like
anybody
lift
have
him up?
mending? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Mending.
Will
I-
that work?
Not quite because, well, eventually it would, but the ramp has basically fallen and smashed apart into dozens of different pieces of wood. So you could attempt to puzzle it together and then hopefully over the course of some time maybe mend it back together.
Can
Has
Feather
Lucian-
rope to the
Has
horses.
Lucian actually seen a
Lift.
ramp in like all these stores that he can conjure up that we can just put there?
Well, I'm sure he's seen a ramp. I don't know if you've seen a ramp that is. He can make a ramp, but it's like 3 feet tall.
Yeah. No, we can put the rope around the horse and hoist her up.
Just lift him, hi ho it up. We got a chunk.
Yeah.
Well, it is undead. We'll just have to make a bit of a truss so we don't saw the poor thing in half. Actually, we could probably take like one of the bigger chunks of the ramp, make a platform, and then pull up the platform with it standing on it.
True.
So let's do it that way.
Okay, Graham climbs back down.
Yeah, Graham will decelerate back down while the big strong boys.
Should I just go up while you do that, and I can just summon Reginald up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can use Reginald to kind of pull him up as well too.
Okay.
Not bad.
Let me. Can I deform myself for this acrobatics thing?
Athletics, yes.
Here comes a horrible failure.
Here comes another Chinese earthquake. Yeah.
That's not as
It's
bad as I
not too bad. You're able to. It takes a lot longer. Like it takes you about 10 minutes to like climb up because you have to tap the pittons in with the hammer, climb a little bit, especially with the sheer cliff face. Yep, you're wearing heavy armor. But you do eventually get up after 10, 15 minutes, you would say.
Then I'll just summon. Then I'll do my ritual thing and summon Reginald up there.
Okay. Spending another third level spell slot, you summon Sir Reggie. I believe he's a third level.
I don't remember.
I think he is, yeah. To summon him, he's yeah. I believe he's a third level to resummon him.
I need to shrink these thingies. There you go. Wait.
Find. No, I'm sorry. It's a second level to find Steed.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I have third level? I was getting a little confused. Also, what the hell?
So what, Rami?
So I say let's tie our end of the rope to Reginald and get it prepared on our side so we can start lifting this undead horse crane upward as soon as possible. We are last place, boys.
All roads lead to undead horse crane.
Okay. So the 30 feet would give Graham about 20 feet of play with the rest of the rope.
You guys are also going to be helping the horse pull this up to make it easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got my own length of rope, I believe, so we can add an extra length on to make the crane.
Oh, I only have 20 feet left. Shit. Okay, hold on. Let me just update
Well,
that.
it's the cliff face is 30 feet. So when the rope goes down to 30, then there's like only 20 of us extra that Graham could use.
Gotcha. Okay.
So do we all do like the athletics checks for this?
He's got to build the crane, the platform.
No,
first.
I'm saying once we do the pull up.
Yeah, so we'll start. Graham, funny enough, is going to have to make a crafting check using some kind of tools to create like a platform for the horse to stand on.
How do you do a crafting check?
If he has tools that would let him do woodworking, he could use those.
I might actually, because I did have the gravekeeping.
What stat do you roll?
In this case, it would be based on his. That's a good question.
About a holiday.
To put together the thing, it would be either intelligence. Yeah, this would be an intelligence check to see if he could like actually build it in a style that would hold up under the pressure.
Can I get assistance from Lucian because he can conjure stuff he's seen and he could help me make just what I need to make it happen?
A
Well,
little 3D printer.
I'm a bit tired, but I suppose.
Do you have a good intelligence check?
I do.
No,
Well,
Lucian, I meant.
Yeah,
Does
it's
that
my
actually
height.
matter? Oh,
I was 17.
all right.
So it's possible.
All right. So you do have wood. The wood's in good shape, with the exception of the spots that have been either chopped or have like been splintered when it hit the ground.
Okay.
There are nails in the actual wood itself that could be pulled out.
Okay. And I do have my Graham played graveyard keeper, so he's got the the stuff for basic carpentry and masonry.
Is it? Is today the day of crafting? Because you can only do this on the day of crafting.
So,
All right, and I guess an int check. Well, that's not bad.
okay.
Could we get
Graham,
back on something like that too?
Otto would have to climb down and then,
Oh, we're downstairs. Okay, yeah, true.
yeah.
Can't just yell at them like
I
build
believe-
IKEA
Hang on.
furniture.
Otto's up
Guidance.
there 30 feet, and he's like, "Guidance, motherfucker!"
Screw A! Use screw A on plank B.
Nope, guidance
You
is...
must pass the trial of IKEA.
Read the instructions.
You know, people complain about IKEA furniture. I've never had trouble with it.
Well, it's really good.
Yeah, no, I haven't either.
I have no problems with self checkout either. It's just I'm still pissed when I leave the Stop and Shop and I have to check myself out. It's
Yeah,
just
because
the
you're
same
working
kind
for
of-
them.
Yeah, that's bullshit. It's the same thing with IKEA.
Go to Walmart. and
I
then-
bought a desk, not a bunch of planks.
Not a DIY.
See,
Yeah.
I like the self-checkout. I don't want people to judge me. I'm like,
I don't think that's gonna
They're,
stop
they're
that.
gonna have like
When I
separate
bring
desks where you have to
30
make your own sandwich.
no, you see, when I bring out my 30, like, sleeves of Oreo cookies, they'll judge me.
Oh, Jesus.
I guess.
Say 30 sleeves.
Now, I've
Judge
never
him.
gone that crazy, but I definitely don't want them to be like, shouldn't eat a lot of frozen food, Ian. It's like, hey, I'm a
Judging
bachelor.
Judging
30,
him?
right?
Are you judging him right now? Because I think you're judging.
Pretty hard.
They won't say it, but they'll think it. Anyway, so Graham, spend about 30 minutes pulling nails out, laying down planks of wood that are in good shape, kind of nailing them back together as best you can. But you do come up with what you believe is a relatively stable platform that should hold Zor's weight.
Cool.
Source the horse.
Source the horse.
Legendary steed of the undead
You know what we
whisperer.
could use your conjuring for is a pulley up at the top, because that'll make it a lot easier via lever action to get the horse up there without having to, just make raw strength checks and turn it into an undead pancake if we fail
Hang on,
halfway
hang
through.
on.
Who conjures the cat?
Yeah.
Hang on. I see this. I see what's coming from this.
Uh-oh.
Lucian sneezes and loses concentration.
Fortunately, that isn't going to break concentration. Although if he got hurt, it would.
He pulls a thigh muscle with his sneeze.
Ah!
Checking one
Ah.
thing very quick.
Just goes down like a fucking soccer player taking a dive.
Sorry, Zors.
All right.
Okay.
So Graham will
Z-Quad hurts.
force onto the platform and get it trussed up and ready and start another climb up? Question mark.
Yeah, so this is
Yes.
going to be a sleight of hand check to tie a good knot.
Damn.
Are you good
Can
at
I
that?
can I get a hand with that?
Can I just yell at you from up top? Put the knot in the other loop.
Try again.
Put your thumb on it.
Do better.
Were you ever a cart attendant for Target or Walmart or something?
Or is
No.
Lucian the only one that can help him since he's down there?
Funny enough, I don't think Fiffle climbed.
Oh,
He's just chilling there.
It's cold inside these rhinos.
I gotta climb.
Yeah. Actually, Fiffle, I want you to do something. Can you make me a perception check?
Uh-oh.
It's all gone to shit.
I guess I
bro.
gotta get this cliff somehow. Huh?
Great googly moogly.
Did you find your best stuff, by the way, Matt?
Nice. Yeah, Fiffle, while they're all doing this, you're just kind of standing at the side, looking in the forest. You actually see at the base of a stump, looks like maybe a tree had fallen over, looks to be some mushrooms.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
These are mushrooms you've seen before,
Oh no.
while you're making your way from the mountains to Talva.
Oh no, it's a screaming halfling.
Okay.
why were you saying all know about mushrooms? What's wrong with that? Does he have history of like mushrooms?
Basically, I think Jeremy wasn't here for that session.
Yeah, we needed a
I think he
reason.
left early. But you
I
haven't
go collect the mushrooms and put them in my backpack.
You approach the mushrooms and begin to collect them.
Please don't
Can
sniff them.
you make a dex save, please?
Oh shit!
Oh,
Here
no.
we go again. Can we put Fiffle on Zor's now?
All right. While you're collecting them, they do a puff of spores out of them. But you've experienced this before, and you're able to duck out of the way,
Good.
getting just a little bit on you, which kind of gives a small sensation, but not to the extent you had gotten previously, which was just a complete face full of it. So you are, in fact, able to successfully harvest what you would say is about 3 doses of mushroom spore.
Great.
And have
Liven
placed
up
it in
any
your pocket.
party.
And have placed it in your
That would be
pocket.
fun. I'll deploy those when you least expect it.
Deploy those against our competition if you want to poison somebody.
But yeah, Jared, Fiffle,
Yes.
you do seem like, colors seem a lot brighter. Things seem a little wavier than normal, but you're able to find your way back to the camp without too much trouble. Or back to where...
With advantage.
Not quite with advantage, but yeah, you could go ahead and climb the cliff with a lower DC using an athletics check. You're able to get up about halfway. You do have a rope around you, but you get a little stuck.
Can
Graham?
we help? Yeah, can I help?
Guys, pull the rope. Pull the rope, please. Cliff's trying to eat me. Pull the rope.
Do we all?
I can. I mean,
Can I
am I
help
there
him?
to help him?
Can I help?
Yeah, you're up top with
Kaido?
us.
Yeah, I'll help.
Yeah, I'm gonna help pull him up using my strength.
Okay.
and
Yeah,
athleticism.
Kaido and Otto and I'm assuming Chungus working together are able to pull Lucy or pull
no,
Fiffle up.
I actually didn't help at all.
You're sorry.
I noticed
Here,
that they were
do it.
like doing it, and I was like, "Go fuck yourself."
We
Guys.
pulled him so we pulled him so
You guys can
hard that he
suck
flew up
my
in the air and you had to
dirty
catch him.
anus.
Oh,
right.
this is balance, guys.
But
Chungus takes a dump about 2 feet away from them.
Jesus. I hope we don't slip on that while we're pulling Zorse up.
You've just created a square of difficult terrain.
5 feet of
Yeah.
difficult terrain, Jesus.
Fuck. 5
Alright.
feet? This is massive shit.
I've been feeling the need to do that since I ate that halfling.
Look, Chungus primarily eats meat,
Oh god.
I'm just upset we took.
but you are able to pull Fiffle up.
Yeah.
Fiffle is relieved and cursing under his breath about rock people.
Everyone's kind of wavy, very bright. Seems like maybe there's doubles of them every once in a while, but you're able to make sense of it all. What was Graham doing?
Are we at a ledge right now?
Yeah.
We're at a
Cliffside,
bottom
yeah.
of the cliff trying
Chungus
to climb it.
regularly, and I mean
That's what we've been doing
regularly-
this entire time.
no. I'm trying to. So Chungus regularly, and I mean every couple of minutes or so, goes up to everybody else in the party and fake pushes them off.
Just
He
kidding,
thinks it's
just kidding.
funny.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
He's like,
Is it terrible that I know a person just like? It's not you, Mara,
Chungus.
Yeah, it's not me.
but
Somebody's gonna step to the side and Chungus is gonna fall down
God.
the cliff.
Chungus, can you go ahead and make a performance check?
why have you done this? If he gets a low number, is one of us just going off the edge? Oh,
Absolutely.
Nobody believes him.
Chungus goes to try and fake push people, but he is laughing too hard, and he just goes and is a few feet away from them when he tries to push them, so that you don't really see him. You kind of get what he's trying to do, but he's not doing a very convincing job.
Yeah.
The
he's
secret
gonna
is
do
that
this
he's
every
afraid of-
opportunity he gets.
What
That's a bad idea,
if he's
Chungus.
really scared of heights, but this is what his anxiety leads him to do? Just
Chungus steps on a banana peel from Mario Kart and goes down the cliff.
Actually,
Max, you
Chungus,
have
can
to
you give me
come lift him
one
up.
more performance check?
Absolutely, I'd love to.
Yeah,
How about a critical success?
wow.
with the exception of going up to Otto, and at which point Chungus actually puts his hands on the back of Otto and kind of pushes him just a little bit.
Otto wants to grab Chungus and take him down the cliff with him.
You're not falling, you just get shoved
No,
forward
I'm
a
gonna
little
grab
bit.
him so he thinks that I'm gonna take him with me.
All right, go ahead, make a melee attack to see if you can grapple Chungus.
That is
Well,
his
you're
judo
gonna go
flip
over
your
the edge
ass.
and just
We
take
are in
money
a
on
race
midway up
right
the cliff.
now.
plus what is it?
It would just be your strength. Okay.
Plus,
15 plus
17.
your strength. So I'm assuming 17 beats Chungus's armor class.
Chungus's armor class is 17.
It's
It would go to attacker. So Otto is
Suffer.
able to like kind of spin around and grabs Chungus's wrist.
Now you're going down, buddy.
Chungus pulls a dagger out of his belt, slips it into fucking Graham's belly.
All right.
And you
Oh
what?
my God. What's happening with this prank?
I'm just
This is-
kidding. It's not. He's not going to do that.
Oh,
He doesn't have
man.
a
Just
dagger.
like
was
blood on
great.
the knife, like it
Well-
was just a prank, bro.
Fast
I
forward
think he
5
would have to hit
turns.
over like a 19 anyway to hit me.
Wouldn't be too
Are you
hard.
casting fireball at this moment? What's going on? Are we fighting? Oh god, that was hilarious.
I mean, Chungus is just trying to play a prank. But
He Winstoned it.
I do like Chungus's like
he will kill in defense of himself.
I do like Chungus's little giggle as he was like pretending to push people off a cliff.
Oh god.
All right.
Chungus doesn't actually have a dagger, so that's not,
Chungus pulls out his flail and stabs it into Otto's stomach.
He said Graham.
Otto,
Graham's
just
at the
kidding,
bottom of the
man.
cliff
You don't
still
need to
trying to
try
get
to
up.
attack me.
Speaking of,
You know I'm much bigger and stronger.
finally.
I was just playing a joke.
Yeah, Graham gets to the top. Wait, what was your sleight of hand check, Graham?
I was like, he said
right.
Graham. I was like, man, he really threw that dagger down there.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. As amusing as it would be to have Graham climb to the top,
Get
forget,
stabbed?
and then climb back down to tie the rope. Actually, that is very funny. Graham forgot to tie the rope, so he climbs back down, gets a really nice knot, and go ahead and make one more athletics check.
Back up you go.
Sorry, it was just too funny to let it go. Graham gets about halfway when he freezes. He's climbed this like twice now and is actually really tired.
And he falls.
Is this hell?
Meanwhile, Chungus and Otto are like grappling, and Chungus drops his
They're, like,
dagger,
having
and,
to, like,
it hits Graham in his shoulder.
No, Graham, you're like
Chungus, again, would
episode
need to
3 Star
first
Wars
have a
lava
dagger
fight.
for that to happen.
No, I know. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if he went with that though.
actually Chungus is a little whittling dagger. That's it.
Y'all need to stop this roughhouse.
Yeah, he definitely takes that out.
You're tripping balls on the side there. You guys gotta love, man. You guys gotta love.
Graham hears some commotion from up above, and he's not sure what's going on. He's just hanging
Oh,
for
yeah.
dear life. Well, he's hanging like 15 feet up above the ground on this
I'll
cliff.
help out Graham.
Go ahead and make an athletics check to see if you can pull him up. Yeah. Graham and Kaido working together are able to scramble up. So you now have a rope tied to a platform that Zorst is on. The
Alright.
rope... How do you want to do this?
If we could get a pulley conjured, that would help us with applying the force to leverage.
I have
Otherwise,
never
we're just
seen
gonna
a
have
pulley.
to put the rope around Reginald, and everybody just start hauling on it.
What's
Would
a
it-
pulley?
Ah,
Shit.
never mind. Graham's just like, this might as well happen too.
All right.
We have an introvert conjurer who hasn't seen anything. What have you seen? What can you make?
He's seen a lot of...
Lots of
drama
things,
baker.
but I don't think I've seen a pulley.
He has not seen a pulley, no.
Yet. All right, I guess we just
Any
keep up.
trees up there? Are there any trees by the edge up there?
There are trees, but they are not at the they're not the cliff face. They're about 20 feet back from there.
Are you not up there with us?
Oh, everyone's up with the exception of Zorse.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright,
what?
Zorst.
I didn't climb.
Oh, then Lucien is back down at the bottom with Zorse.
Yeah, I'm just making sure nobody falls. Can conjure a pulley, but maybe we can conjure something to like hold the rope. I thought you guys were gonna summon the other horse to pull anyway.
Yeah, we were, but the rope's just gonna rub on the side of the cliff.
Yeah, so I mean, I can summon something to maybe hold the rope that's smooth. like something smooth so it doesn't rip it.
Yeah, for sure. I think you got to be up here to conjure that, though.
What's my conjure?
Can you?
Like 30 feet?
30 feet?
It might be 10 feet actually.
Yeah, it's got to be within 10 feet of you.
Yeah, come on up. We're all up here.
All right. I guess I will.
Oh, you're gonna feather fall Zorst just in case? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
just in case. I mean, I can do it from up top as long as I have eyes on him.
Yeah, and it's just a reaction.
Okay, athletics to climb it, or do I have climbing speed? Do I need to?
No, you have climbing speed, so you'd be able to climb it. You climbed it once before. You just then climb back down.
Oh, okay. Well,
What a-
then
what a
I,
showboater.
Flexing on Graham by using cat-like reflexes.
Lucian gets to the bottom of the cliff, wiggles his butt, and then climbs up real quick.
With cat-like tread.
and I guess I will conjure something. Like, what the fuck could I conjure? Something smooth in the middle. Saddle?
Just like,
In a saddle? I could conjure a saddle.
yeah, that's true. We could just like kind of.
Place that at the edge, rope over it, and pull.
Yeah.
Okay. Conjure a.
Another saddle.
Okay, so you conjure a saddle. Actually, no, it has to be 10 feet, and a saddle is definitely or 10 pounds, and a saddle is heavier than that.
I mean,
Slab of leather.
Slab of. Yeah.
Slab
Okay.
of smooth leather.
We
Um,
got what we got, so I guess now we just got to get everybody together in a hall.
Yep.
How about a leather-bound book, and we'll just put that like, on the edge.
Yep, you could summon a leather-bound book.
Sweet.
Lucian summons the book, places it on the edge, places the rope on top of the book.
And then we just unanimously pull.
We just
Okay.
heave-ho it.
Okay.
We're pulling.
So go ahead and just one of you make an athletics check with advantage.
I've got a decent athletics,
plus
but I'm
6.
rolling like dog shit.
I got a +6.
I don't want to get pushed. so
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
do
like-
it, man.
I don't want to get pushed, so I'm just leaving that to Chungus.
Okay. With advantage, so you can roll it again if you'd like.
Boop.
Okay. So you definitely it's heavy, as Zorse is, several hundred pounds, even undead. The platform is heavy. But you're able to pull him up about halfway, and I'm just going to do a quick and as you're pulling him up,
Catastrophe.
I'm just checking something quickly. Yeah.
Undead
As you're pulling
guts everywhere.
As you're pulling Zorse up, the rope rubs against the book and cuts into it, and taking damage, the book disappears. The rope hits the rock face and starts to fray.
Shit.
Fiffle, go slide something underneath the rope there.
there's a lot of weight on that rope there, Graham.
Too much tension. Would water help in this situation? Just douse it with water?
I don't think so.
It'll
It's
cool
worth
it. Tighten the fabric? I don't know. I don't deal with rope.
What about casting mending on it? Just
Ooh, constant cast of mending?
All of you are basically holding this rope right now.
And chatting.
Yeah.
What shall we do?
Cast mending on it and keep pulling the rope.
Yeah.
All right. Does someone wish to let go of the rope and attempt to cast mending?
I guess Graham can do that once he makes sure everybody else has got a good steady grip on it.
All right.
Yes.
Kaido, please make a strength save at advantage.
Strength save. That's a saving throw. All right.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Graham lets go, slowly, and you're able to compensate. So you are gotta dig your feet into the dirt more. But Graham does go up. You have to hold on for about 1 minute's time while Graham casts mending, but the fray does disappear.
Wait.
All right, back to heaving and hoeing.
Okay. Kaido, please once again make a athletics check with advantage to see if you can finish pulling Zorse up. Yeah, like the rope does rub against the cliff, but it doesn't get too badly frayed, and eventually, over the course of about 10-15 minutes of slowly pulling Zorse up, you are able to get him to the top. He steps up onto the cliff face and just kind of heaves himself up, and Zorse walks forward.
Attaboy.
Nothing can stop us.
Except for mild inconveniences that we then have to do dissertations on.
Ain't no mountain high and ain't no river wide enough
Seriously.
to stop us.
Let's survey the top real quick just to make sure everything is hunky/dory.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
I will make an investigation check.
Nice.
All right. Graham, looking at the top, you see that this looks like it was a previous campsite. There has been some snow cleared away, or what little there was left. A campfire was here at one point. You can still see that the twigs and the kindling has burned. It is cool to the touch. You can see that there's like a dead animal about 30 feet away that looks like it has been butchered and cleaned.
I reckon this is where the competition stopped.
Can you tell how long ago they were here? With that insight?
Yeah, I was going to ask.
The animal is cold, and the fire is cold. There's no smoke on it. It's been at least a couple hours.
All right. I reckon we're good to continue. We could probably start making up some time again.
Yep.
Okay. And let's see here. So Lucian spends 10 minutes casting the disc again.
Yes.
Okay. All in all, you probably spent about an hour getting up over the cliff, from when you first approached it to building the platform to pulling Zorse up to Chungus's just a prank bro. So you are able to make the next league over the course of 30 minutes.
Nice.
Okay. So that was League 6. So you have 3 leagues left. It's about 2 p.m. now.
We have 3 leagues left and then 10 back, correct?
No, you have 3 left until the next checkpoint, and then another 9, and then you have to make 27 back.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
let's get a hustle.
Yeah. We've got a long way to go.
We're in the last 3 now. Let's dash it. Now, if we get accepted, we'll be right before bedtime.
Yep.
Okay. You want to keep going quick the next few leagues then?
Might as well.
League dash. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you were able to go quickly over the next couple leagues. Okay. Otto and Graham, please make perception checks at disadvantage.
Oh,
Thanks, guys.
sorry. We have to hustle. It is a race.
Do you have still?
Oh, I'll take that.
Nice.
Not bad.
And just waiting for Otto's one.
Take that away, so it's 5.
Okay. Otto doesn't really say anything. He's just kind of focused straight ahead. Graham is able to take in the surrounding area, but it doesn't show anything. The area looks like there's no ambushes, there's no traps, there's anything like that. As far as you can tell, it's just normal wilderness.
No change in the spooky vibe?
As the forest thins out a bit in this area, the vibe does kind of retreat.
Nice.
But it's still present.
Okay. Well, less negative vibes is a good thing. That suggests to me we can continue to hustle.
You want to send
until we
Hestia?
inevitably hit the ambush we failed to spot just now.
Yeah, Hestia kind of in sentry mode too.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
vision
Okay.
for early warnings.
But you go the next league without issue. So you have just 2 leagues left before you hit the next checkpoint, and you can, with that 18, see a little bit of red smoke in the distance.
Red smoke. Okay.
That's
the
marker checkpoint.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I was like, wait, should we slow down?
No,
all right.
let's go.
Okay.
So yeah, just haul ass.
Going to continue going as quick as you can. All right.
Might as well.
Once again, Otto and Graham, please make perception checks at disadvantage. Okay.
Well, we know it's a 5.
Yeah. Nope, it's fine. Travel the next league without issue.
Perception
How are
checks
you
again?
rolling with advantage, Matt? I mean,
That's disadvantage.
how are you rolling 2 at one time is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, on the roll 20 character sheet at the top under your class and your race and all that,
I see.
there's
I'm
an
using
advantage,
D&D
roll,
Beyond.
disadvantage. Clicker.
Yeah. So when you roll like advantage, disadvantage, you just got to click it twice is all.
Okay, gotcha.
There's one. There should be the same for D&D.
Oh,
So,
I haven't poked around with that
I've-
character sheet, so.
I
Do I
haven't
need
seen
to?
that.
So
Okay.
do I need to roll disadvantage again for this one?
No, you're fine.
I just want to make sure I get a 1 at some point.
You got a 5 and a 6.
No, I mean for the
Um,
next one.
Yeah. So you then spend another 30 minutes, at which point the disc disappears. So you have 3 miles left before the next checkpoint. You can see there is red smoke.
Gotcha.
Like, you don't need like a high perception check to see this. Most of you guys can see like the bit of smoke coming up just over the horizon.
I'm gonna go ahead and voice something here. Is there a chance that this checkpoint would be ambushed for any reason?
Sure,
Yeah.
could be.
I would say there's a good chance of that.
Yeah, probably, right? So there is like a benefit for stopping us before the.
We have to check.
What
in.
is the checkpoint? What is the checkpoint? I missed that. What?
They like mark us like that we've reached all the checkpoints before. Like you have to go to all the checkpoints before we come.
Oh, okay.
So they know like the place we are on the race, so they can update the spec.
I thought there was like something specific in the race. Okay, gotcha. All right. Yeah. So maybe not haul ass in this last 3 miles, and be a little bit more wary.
Yeah, I think that does make sense because we have to go there and they'll know that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying let's go slower. Just I'm not saying we shouldn't like keep going at like a normal pace, but instead of like a haul ass pace, maybe just a normal pace.
True. Fine.
If it's not too late by the time we hit the checkpoint, what we can do is slow going in, slow going out, and then
Yeah.
pick up speed.
Agreed with that. I like that one a lot.
Okay.
So
And I'll be right back. I need to top up my coffee again.
Okay. I'm assuming now. Are you going to spend the 10 minutes now that the disc has disappeared in order to cast it again?
Definitely, we should. Don't you think so? That's the fastest we were going before. Or actually, we
Yeah,
were
it
going
nets
normal.
us about 5-10 minutes faster, so why not?
Okay. Well, I mean, it turns like basically a an hour trip into a 30-minute one, so you are actually like saving a lot of time. So,
Oh yeah.
yep, you spend 10 minutes casting the disc, and are able to get it up and running. You continue on. I'll just have auto roll perception normally because you are traveling at a normal pace as
Nice.
opposed to a quick pace.
They're normal.
Come on, Otto.
Oh, I get.
Oh.
Nope,
well, I
it's
get
fine.
the-
Oh yeah, you're right. You do get to roll that again. All right, Otto.
Oh, nice.
All right. You are relatively confident that there is nothing in the area that you would need to concern yourself with. You hear birds chirping in the woods. You don't see anything that would like could serve as an ambush point on the road. Well, it's not really a road. It's really just a trail, but you don't really see anything that would serve as a good ambush point. No thick trees. The trees here are pretty thin and would be difficult to hide behind. You're relatively confident this area is safe.
This is right before the checkpoint. This is the checkpoint area.
Yeah, you are only 3 miles from the checkpoint.
Nice. Same pace. Keep on going.
So
Yeah.
you are yep. So it takes 45 minutes, traveling at a slower pace, but you do eventually arrive at the checkpoint. The person there, it's very similar to the first checkpoint. It is a short, square, hastily thrown up building with a small tower attached to it, which is really just kind of like it only goes up. The whole structure only goes up about 20 feet. Looks like it was probably built over the course of just a few days. At the top, you can see somebody manning a fire that is making the red smoke. They're occasionally waving a small blanket over it to kind of just keep it burning. And you do see it is a small, short, about 2 feet, 5 feet 2 inches, dwarven man. So, crossblades. Good. Have you here? All right. Good. All right, we'll set out a Raven back to Vaxfall and the other checkpoints. Let them know that you've checked in here. Good. Do you have any trouble on the trail?
Yeah, someone knocked down the wood leading up the cliff. We had to make do.
It's always a tough one, but yeah, it's not technically against the rules, I suppose.
Are we still placed last? Are we the last team to come through here?
It's a good chance.
Well, I'm not really supposed to help any of the racers. That's no one running the gauntlet's supposed to get outside help.
Do you think I could do a persuasion check?
How would you try and persuade him?
Oh, okay. With a little bit of coin.
Yeah, go ahead and make a persuasion check. If you're how much are you offering him?
I don't know how much I have. Last I checked, I had 24.
At least 350 gold when we split it.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of gold now. The character's got a lot of gold because I have 24 gold on me. So
add at least 325 to that from when we split it. It should be on your Roll20 character sheet actually.
Okay.
If we take a look at Kaito and check and see what his
I remember because I offered to just split it amongst the rest of the team.
380 gold,
Scumbag.
8
Nice.
silver, 2 copper.
All right, and I have a terrible perception of economy in this game. So how expensive is a gold? Is a gold a lot or?
Gold's
Uh,
a lot.
Gold is about
$100 or
100.
something.
Yeah, it's like give or take $100.
One gold is $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're loaded.
Damn, we're rich as shit, huh?
Or not.
Okay,
You've been
so-
putting in work, boy.
So can I a gold for persuasion is not obscene or is that? Let's go ahead and try that. 1 gold.
It's a good. It's a good.
Okay, go ahead and roll persuasion
Decent starting
check.
bribe.
Sucks dick.
Really? You're gonna offer me this? I'm an officer of the Vaxvallen city, and you're
Shit.
attempting to bribe me with 1 gold? I must say, this is deeply concerning. I might have to report you to the authorities that you were attempting to get outside help in the gauntlet.
Quick, up the bribe.
All right, quickly. I will elevate it to total of 5 gold.
5 gold.
Okay, make another persuasion check. Actually, that was perception you made, but I'll still
Oh,
take
was it?
Yeah,
Alright,
I'm still taking that
Not
11.
that high.
Yeah.
I can explain.
You can't even get the luck.
You hand him 5 copper,
Shit.
and you
It's
don't
actually
really
better
get
for you.
what we're going here for, do you?
May I attempt it another time? A third time of throwing gold his way?
He's upping
What
his
is that?
price to 15.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe I don't want to know what place we are. Fuck it.
We're
Maybe.
last place. We're good.
Yeah, we're last place. You know what, good sir? I jest. I do not. You can keep that money that I had
Mayhap.
dropped from my pocket and it landed in your hand, and we'll just look the other way.
Mayhap
I'll
this never happened.
Carry on.
Of course. Well, let me send that Raven.
Otto's
And
just shaking his head.
just update the people of
Good sir,
Vaxhall.
if you would please reconsider. I mean, should I go for an intimidation at this point, or are we digging ourselves a?
You've dug quite a hole for yourself, so.
So just intimidate myself out of it is what you're saying.
Look, son, I have to send a Raven to update everyone. This was always going to happen when you checked in. Don't worry about it.
Oh! I thought this was like a yellow card Raven. Okay, all right, gotcha. All right, go ahead. Carry on. Thank you.
No, I think you got a red card there.
Should we stay here tonight, or should we push into the night?
Oh, this guy fucking hates me. We're out.
It's also early enough in the day that we can.
Yeah, this is like 3 p.m. right now. A little past 3 p.m. you would give or take.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Let's. Is there any way we could?
For 1 gold and 3 copper, I learned a very valuable lesson. I should never persuade.
Okay, let's go.
Only intimidate.
No take,
Yes, let's
only
go.
throw.
What's your intimidation at?
It's better than my. It's +3. It's
Yeah.
better than my persuasion.
Really?
Yeah, my persuasion's a +0.
Aren't
Look,
they
it's
both on charisma?
they could be, but generally it's tied to strength.
Okay, that's why.
Besides, it's a lot funnier when you like do something you're not good at, because either you succeed and are amazing, or you fail, and it's funny.
Fall down the
Yeah.
stairs of comedic
You mean,
timing.
you mean like now?
I thought the Raven was like calling in police and shit. And I'm like, we're fucked.
You
Just
know
tried to
how,
bribe an official.
Whoa,
You know-
fuck police up. What do you mean?
Oh my god.
Yes,
We're the
you
cross.
did. That one
Yeah,
time
dude,
when you got arrested and
yeah.
almost beheaded.
Turn into
Authority?
an
What
outlaw.
authority?
in your
Authority,
book,
my ass. Let's
in your
go.
book almost got
Why is
burnt?
the 3-foot cat the most aggressive one out of all of us?
It's a little bit of Napoleon.
Meanwhile, Graham is just like, it's like
Listen,
you'll never learn how
listen.
to bribe a cop.
Do you know how the short people are always the one that want to fight? That's the
Yeah.
same
I
thing
got a
with
Napoleon
Lucian.
complex. Let's go. Put your dukes up.
I just see like Kaido attempting to bribe this guy, like they were attempting to bribe that cop in Fargo.
Graham
and I
just like
See it ending the
as
same
they're
way.
at the Station, like Kaido's in the middle of smoothing things over, and Lucian's like squaring up, and he just kind of walks past them, grabs one by the collar with either hand, and just marches out in a drag. Thank you, gentlemen.
Let's
Yeah,
just
so
be
let's-
glad.
Let's just be glad he didn't send any like bad letters. All right. Continue hauling ass.
All right.
Wait.
Okay. So you're gonna just go quickly from this station?
Yes.
Do we want to do the cautious going, exiting it because they know we had to come through here, or do we just want to go pell mell?
I think there's no harm in cautious at the beginning and then hauling ass later on, but better than getting ambushed, I guess. So yeah.
Maybe what we can do is like a normal advance, and then
Yep.
recast the disc, and then just yeet.
The disc is still viable for about 15 minutes.
Okay, well we can use it if it's here, but like, don't have to stop and resummon it unless we're gonna lose like a meaningful.
We
amount of
should
time.
though. It's always netting us more time.
If we're coming out ahead, then sure.
You're gaining about 50 minutes by using the disc. 50 minutes.
Worth it.
All right.
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah, worth it.
Okay. So you're going quick or kind of cautious?
Cautious out the gate and then quick later on.
Graham and Otto, please make perception checks normally.
God, horse, fucking damn it.
Nice.
Graham doesn't see the arrow pierce his. No, you're fine.
His skull?
You are able to get out. You don't see any tracks or anything that would indicate someone was here recently, but you're able to make your way through without too much trouble. The land itself is getting a little rougher and hillier. Where before it was somewhat rough just due to the woods, now it is kind of bumpy as you are riding into a much rougher um, terrain. This definitely looks like it's not a good spot for farming. The trees you see are thicker and are forming a tighter forest than previously. They're stretching up much, much taller. This area looks like it's probably less lived in just because of how it isn't easy to get to other towns. Like, you definitely see that the trails here are thinner, more grown over, and it just looks like a more sparse area.
Okay.
All right. So you want to go quick for the next league?
Yes.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, so you covered that first league without trouble. 8 leagues left, so go ahead. And it took you about 45 minutes to cover that first league. So go ahead and autogram roll perception at disadvantage as you go quicker.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are able to cover the next 30 minutes covering that second league without any real trouble. The area is definitely becoming more rough. The trail is becoming thinner. The forest is kind of pressing in more. Roots and branches are kind of covering the path, and though you're not too put off by it, you do know that the footing here is becoming more treacherous.
The horses are going to break an ankle.
Maybe slow it down, like a normal speed instead of fall
Normal
speed.
rate? No.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Alas.
We'll slow our speed down just a tad.
Slow it down to the point where we
Has
guarantee
the,
ourselves
sentry,
last
you know-
place, please, guys.
Hestia doing some scouting too.
Okay, Hestia can go ahead and roll perception at advantage
Come on,
A
Hestia.
little bit slower.
because she is owl. Nope,
Oh.
it's just woods.
Fuck a duck.
You guys just want me to sprint ahead while you be pussies back here?
How
How about it? Because it seems like you're awful scared.
Chungus, we're dealing with a forest god cheating opponents, and we fought a white yesterday.
I'm just going to run ahead.
You go run ahead. Just don't get an expect cherry pie for your own
Might die, Chungus.
discretions.
I'm pretty sure there's no pie in the woods. That's all.
Chungus sprints ahead towards the end of the fucking gauntlet.
All right. Chungus sprints ahead, kind of just shoots down the path as quick as he
The
can.
dragon comes in and eats him.
What's everyone else doing?
Well, I guess we're gonna follow at high speed now.
All right.
Oh, you guys don't have to follow at high speed. Let Chungus go ahead.
I'm gonna go at my normal
Piffle
speed.
frowns watching Chungus go and says, "We'll never catch him, boys."
We got a pair of horses. Oh, Graham goes for the whiskey. It's always sunny in Viderheim.
Chungus, they're kind of discussing this as you take off ahead, and you quickly
does
lose
Sir
sight of
Reginald
them.
All good.
What does Sir Reginald think of Chungus's
Is Sir
randomly
Reginald the
sprinting-
horse?
Yeah,
Yes.
but he's magic and telepathic, so Sir Reggie just thinks to you telepathically, yeah, he's dead. That man is dead.
Well, I'm on Zorse with
Graham.
Graham, so I'm kind of at the mercy of what speed he takes the Zorse on.
Graham wants to go at a decent pace to keep close to Chungus in case he trips a landmine, so to speak.
This isn't 7 Days to Die.
There's actually there's old-timey landmines. This is kind of Renaissance era.
As we see a mushroom cloud in the distance.
Magic mines.
Oh yeah, there are magical
Yep.
similar thingamabobs. That's the name, thingamabobs. I'm a doctor.
So Chungus runs forward, and yeah, you quickly lose sight of everybody as you're discussing how you want to progress. Chungus, can you go ahead and give me a perception check, please?
I'm gonna just give you a perception check. I'll just pass on it. I'll fail it. I'll just choose to fail it.
He's like -2 anyway, I think.
He
Okay.
blindfolds himself
I mean,
before
I
running.
still can roll up to an 18 with a -2. So
Yeah.
You guys ever
that's
see
not
Bird
relevant.
Box?
But I definitely don't. I'm definitely just gonna choose to not roll it
Okay.
and fail it.
Chungus runs forward, continuing through the woods.
Closing his eyes.
Very tunnel vision.
Yep.
What's everyone else doing?
Trying to catch up.
Yeah, yes, 100%.
People, did you give him
Not-
mushrooms too? What's
Not
it
in a
from?
very. I'm not stressing to Reginald into exhaustion though.
All right. Otto and Graham, please give me perception checks. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Otto, you do see it, but Graham, you see kind of hidden off on the road. There are some people.
Hey, we got company.
Just some people.
No, Chungus, you actually
Don't
are
we
by
kill
that area. You're not in that area right now.
I've already run by.
Yeah.
Okay. Roger that.
Can I see anything about these people?
They are wearing green cloaks.
Can I see them too?
Kinda. They're not strictly doing the best to stay hidden, but
I
they
do have
are
my-
off the
like-
site.
Are they like in darkness that I would have my like looking?
It's not like dark. There's still plenty of. There's still a few hours of daylight. Well, there's like 1 hour of daylight left, but they are not in darkness. No, they are just kind of like off the side of the trail in the woods, and their green cloaks are giving them a measure of camouflage.
Which group had the green cloaks when we left, or none of them?
No, you do recognize them. Green cloaks would have been broken size, and in fact, they are the same color as the one Lucian's wearing.
Graham will
There you go.
point this out to them,
You can
but
fit right in, Lucian.
I guess if they're not gonna waylay us, we might as well just keep pursuing Chungus.
Do you just ride by them? They're not saying anything. They're just
Hi, bye.
Do they look? So I see them now?
yeah, like if Graham were to point them out, like you would sort of see them out of the corner of your eye, and Graham would definitely have seen them. They would have bows and swords out.
Can I insight their intent?
Yeah, go ahead, roll insight.
Can I deform myself?
May I
yes?
also do that because I see them?
Yes.
Hooray! That thing I'm good at. That I'm
Yes to both questions. Okay. More or less the same thing, like within the same range. They are taking a defensive position, and one of their group is laying on his back and looks to be injured.
Chungus,
Perfect.
slow up a moment,
Oh.
and Graham will wave
Can I
to
hear
them.
Graham?
Make a perception check to see if you can hear Graham.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I mean, I would want to hear Graham. Oh, I closed out.
To play devil's advocate, considering he's tunnel visioning, would he hear him?
Well, that's what we're going to find out. That's why I'm having him roll it.
Is this an okay to play even more devil's advocate here? Would shouldn't he roll at disadvantage since he chose to ignore every surroundings?
Yes. I'd be happy to do that, actually.
Yeah, if Chungus wants to roll at disadvantage.
That makes sense. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that makes sense.
Chungus, roll at disadvantage, please, for your perception.
I'm just trying to help you RP your character here because that's literally what you said you were doing.
Nope.
I definitely don't need your assistance with it, but I appreciate the advice.
Yep, Chungus does not hear Graham.
All right.
Chungus
think he
continues
would-
forward.
I don't think he would have heard him even with the 10.
Graham will start slowing up and just tell the others to go ahead. You got a man down there?
I'm on
Just
source, so
Call directly to the broken sides.
The guy that seems to be the leader just has a sword out. He has a small wooden buckler. Friend or foe?
Friend, unless you're
H
planning on
biz.
sticking that somewhere.
That depends
Whether
We
you
got
are-
our own problems.
Depends on
but,
how much gold you have.
how's your man?
Not good. Not good. Tripped over a root. Knocked over a couple of others. Brone looks to be broken. The rest of us are a bit bruised.
Would healing magic help with broken bones at all?
Yes.
Okay. In the interest
Brachio Amende.
in the interest of hopefully making some friends on the sojourn instead of pissing off every group we encounter, Graham will, with their permission, quickly hop off, drop a quick cure light wounds on the guy, and then resume the chase.
All right. Graham drops down. They are a little defensive, but
He goes up with like his palms out and he's like, "I'm a healer. I can help."
yeah, you place your hand onto the member with a broken leg, and just go ahead, roll the 1d8, and just see how well you do.
There we go.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Graham will just kind of comment like, "A broken bone is no joke out here."
Try it. Wow, the max. Yep. So the person you go to, wearing the green cloak, studded leather armor, looks to be a bit younger, probably late teens, early 20s, and he's just kind of like, ugh. He's like kind of gritting his teeth. You put your hands onto his leg. You say the magic words. They can hear your voice have that slight echo as the magic comes out, and you just see this white light appear in your hands on the leg, and then he just kind of like tests his leg, kind of bring it forward back, stands up, puts a little weight on it, is like, back. And then the leader, seeing this, they put away their swords, they put away their bows, like, oh, thank you, friend. Not too many friendly faces on the gauntlet here. We weren't expecting somebody to help us out, especially the competition. We were expecting we might need to drop out.
Well, a broken bone out here could be fatal, and gauntlet or no gauntlet, I'm not going to let that happen.
Did we just hear him screaming in like the distance?
Appreciate the
rest of party
attitude.
disapproving on their way past.
We
just comedy.
we do
No, that would
appreciate
be
the
great, though.
attitude. Yeah.
Perception check. Did you hear Chungus scream in the distance?
Yeah.
Chungus didn't even notice those people at all.
He just went right by
Like,
him.
vroom. They're like, you know what? You probably scared them.
Yeah,
Probably. Yes.
Yeah, they
Probably the reason they
Sundering
had
through
their
the
swords
forest.
out. Yeah.
No, we appreciate the attitude, friend. Not many would stop and help like this, even if they weren't competing against one another. Broken Scythes have made vows to protect the commoners and anyone who is in need of any help or is in any trouble. Is that your friend who ran by just a few minutes ago?
Yeah, he got a wild hair about us taking our time because we're worried about getting shot by the other guys in this race.
They ran by and didn't seem to see us, so we
He doesn't
noticed,
see much, mister.
we noticed a broken scythe cloak on one of your friends that also rode by. Is he based out of any of our different...
Oh, that's right. We bought our winter coats from a basically a maybe grave robber.
Well, technically, this cloak was from the early when you looted the manor house earlier, the Windsong Manor.
Yeah, when we were cleaning up when we first started, that's where he got it from.
Oh, that's cool.
We don't have
we,
any offices, but we keep a presence in various cities and towns.
No, this was from our own manor when we were renovating the place and cleaning it out.
Ah, well, we used to have a few broken scythe and crossblades, but I didn't think any of them joined for a while, at least. Not since old Dragon Eye attacked the city.
Cool.
Yeah, we're more or less the last bastion at this point.
Yeah. the Broken Scythe do appreciate it, and we make sure to spread the word to the other our other groups. Nothing, no official set of offices or anything like that, but we make sure word travels to our different presences in the city. So
Well, thank you.
Would they be a good like group to like keep open relations with? Like they can stop by whenever they need.
That's what I'm thinking.
Ram, make a history check, please.
I will make a history check and hopefully roll decently.
Yeah, because
We're trying to make friends with these guys. Turns out they're fascists.
Like, Graham's in the middle of just talking to these
No,
guys.
it's
and
just
then
like,
Pitbull just comes up from behind, like lung stabs him.
it's like more.
Go.
It's more like opportunities and like allies, like when we need them.
Yeah,
Those guys seem like nice guys. They're complete racists.
They're great if you're not Catholic.
I mean, doesn't Fiffle hate gnomes?
Well, they're not.
I thought I remembered that. I don't
Didn't know
remember.
Fiffle was a racist.
No, I thought I remembered this like when we were in in Talva. Was it Talva?
I mean, people may have claimed to hate gnomes randomly one day.
That's right.
That might be it. That might have been it. Because I can't
Without
remember.
thinking
This
of
is
the
like
implications of that.
this was like 3
right,
months
to the
ago, so I
character.
can't really remember.
Alright, I can't remember where I put my notes on this one.
Local man feels like he's taking crazy pills.
I have it here somewhere, but okay. Well, I know enough about them from what I wrote. Okay, so the Order of the Broken Scythe. Graham would have, picked up a bit of history here or there from them. Basically, they are a unrecognized paladin order.
Ah, cool.
They're
Why are
basically,
they healing themselves?
or I should say, they're an unrecognized knightly order. They are composed of commoners who had banded together in more like far-flung towns, basically to protect smaller villages and settlements that couldn't reliably rely on like soldiers to come in and protect them, and have basically formed small groups that will go around and have taken oaths to protect people who are in need, to fight evil wherever it is, and basically be, the stick up for the little guy. Named after basically their first battle, where they fought against a larger, more professional force and won, breaking their with the leader having broken his scythe in the battle, which is why they're the Order of the Broken Scythe, and they are now attempting to basically become recognized as an official knightly order so they can get support from the Duke and can make their presence more widely known, but various political reasons have prevented that for the past few decades.
They care about poor people. That's political reason enough.
Yeah, so that's why you would have known enough about them. They're basically they basically get what weapons they can, what armor they can, and survive primarily off of donations and, go around, sleep in barns, things like that. Just what they can, earn.
They're not like Robin Hood's Merry Band of Thieves.
They won't. No, they make oaths to not steal and are to obey the law.
Graham will say, well, I happen to know you guys by reputation, and I'm grateful to see you're kind out here on the roads.
Our kind?
What do you mean by
spinnakers.
Well, we thank you too. I haven't heard presence of Crossblades in quite a while. Don't really have maybe the greatest reputation ever since the old Dragon Eye attack, but we do appreciate the help. We'll make sure to spread the word through our various groups, through the various people. We'll travel around, and we don't plan to drop out, but I'll tell you what, if we do meet again, I'll give you my oath. We won't fight, and simply to the better team, the winner.
Yeah, thank you kindly. I'll do my best to keep my own crew in line, but
No
Mr.
promises.
Forge Ahead wasn't any giveaway. I'm having a little bit of trouble with that right now.
Well,
Better get back to it.
be off then, and
Are you saying we're unreasonable?
Good luck and
Now, what are
safe
you
travels.
saying?
No, not at all, Otto.
I'm beyond control.
This is the most professional and even-minded D&D group there ever was.
What? You think you're better than me?
Party descends into infighting and glassing each other.
All right, yeah. Just he gives you the farewell.
I'm not
Good
actually
fortune.
there, so I can't say that. But
Good travel. Good fortune. Safe travels to you.
Good luck and take care. There's a lot of not so great things in these woods.
Yes, it's been suspicious here.
Since you looked at me.
I like to imagine Chungus just singing that to himself as he's running. He doesn't know why.
Chungus ran by, he's just screaming, and they're like, "What the fuck was that?"
Well, that's basically what happened. That's why Chungus was going to make the perception check to see if he saw them, but no, he just ran right by them, completely oblivious to their presence.
Just arms.
It's better off that way because I'm making more progress. Okay.
He is actually. He's actually farther ahead than everybody else. So currently, it is Chungus in the lead.
Nice.
It is Otto, Lucian, and Fiffle on Sir Reggie, who are a little bit behind Chungus.
I don't want to beat our team. I want to get ahead of the fucking other teams.
Yeah.
You also need the item that they have to show that I think they're in first place.
Yes, that's fine.
And then Graham and Kaido, of course, are on Zorse, and they're a few minutes behind.
Yeah, Graham will take off at a gallop. A spooky gallop.
Chungus is, he's a big guy. He's fast, but can't really beat a horse. So eventually Sir Reggie does catch up to Chungus.
We just look down at him like, "Are you okay?"
Well, at least I got you guys moving.
We're moving. We're moving.
Rain.
Well, I don't think I even stressed Sir Reggie. I just kept at the same pace and
No,
caught you.
you just went at a normal pace. Yeah, exactly. Sir Reggie didn't get exhausted at all. I think that Graham just stopped completely. That's
Well,
why.
I stopped for quickly healing the guy,
Yeah. Graham is like maybe 5 minutes behind you all.
Yeah. It's not a significant amount. All right. Well, I got to keep running.
See you at the finish line.
He's literally keeping up with like.
Yeah, Chungus has embraced his inner Forrest Gump.
So he's
He just keeps running. That's it.
So if he's running and I caught him on Sir Reggie, that means I've passed him at this point, right?
I mean, if Sir Reggie is continuing to run. So Chungus has like a movement speed of 30 feet, I believe. Actually, it might be more as a barbarian. I can't remember if barbarians get like an enhanced movement speed. I don't think so, though. I think that's more a monk thing. And Sir Reggie is a horse, and horse's movement speed is 60 feet, I think.
Yeah, I'm just going at that pace.
Let me just verify. So it should be double. I mean, it's a horse.
Of course.
Yeah, 60 feet. So a horse just walking normally will be twice as fast as a person, at least in D&D.
Gotcha.
Listen, again, not trying to beat my team, just trying to get the team to beat the other team. So if you want to go ahead of me, fucking by all means, do it, baby.
Well, you do see a
This means you've picked up the pace.
You do see a disc like 20 feet behind them with a fiffle on it.
Well, I mean, I didn't change my pace at all. I just caught up to you after you sprinted at my normal pace.
Chungus, I think, was a little annoyed that everyone was just talking instead of running.
I hadn't gathered it. I hadn't let an ounce of that into this situation.
You've been in last place this entire time, boys. Come on.
Not anymore. Now they got it. Well, I don't know. We healed somebody who has a broken leg, so they might catch up.
I mean, this is gonna be like a Cedric Diggory type situation. Here.
I'm just imagining fucking Chungus kill the spear. Well, if we're going fast, let's go fast.
Okay,
yeah, we should catch up.
Does Sir Reggie match pace with Chungus, or does he keep going past Chungus?
Is Chungus getting
go
on
faster.
Is Chungus getting on that thing, the disc? Because I take it that Zorse is gonna pass him soon too. So I'm just gonna keep at the same pace. So I assume he's getting on the disc.
Does Chungus get on the disc?
Does the disc go faster than I run?
Everybody's going past you.
Yeah, it would.
Everybody's passing you.
Yeah, well then I get on whatever thing is the fastest.
Okay, Chungus gets on the disc. Um, so you're about 5 minutes behind Graham and Kaido. Your horses have the same exact pace, so you would need to basically go at a gallop in order to catch up. Okay. So eventually, you're able to catch up to the rest of the team and are able to go the next league without any trouble. So you've just crossed 3 leagues. You have 6 left. The sun is starting to go down. It's getting close to evening. It's, fall. Days are shorter. So what would you like to do now?
Well, we're going fast. Let's go fast.
All right.
Even through this is through the night. You said it's nighttime.
It is getting night. It is currently dusk.
Okay, yes. Then yes, we should just keep hauling ass.
Okay. You spend the next 30 minutes keeping going as quickly as you can. At this point, the disc does dissipate again, as you have taken
Remake it.
And it is currently night as the sun dips down below the horizon, and it is pretty dark here. If you were to take a guess, it's probably about somewhere between 5 to 6 p.m.
Keep going. Maybe for 2 more disc cycles, and then we can camp it.
Okay.
I would agree with that. Yeah,
Sure.
we should keep going.
Okay. So you make a
And
make the disc back.
Yeah, and I'll have my night vision.
All right. Okay. So it is pitch black. You do have your goggles. Able to see in black and white. Graham has his candle. Go ahead, and for the next one, can you make an animal handling check, both Graham and Otto?
Can I D4 myself for this?
Nope. This is the course of like an hour, or 3 miles technically, but it will definitely be longer than 30 seconds. Okay, so Otto is fine, able to keep Sir Reggie on the trail without issue. As Graham has Zor's travel, Zor's hoof gets caught on a root, and Zor's begins to stumble a bit, going off the trail down a slight incline. And Graham, you were concerned he is about to tip over.
Can I get him to...
Not?
Yeah. Like, I can actually physically command him. He's not like an animal horse. He's a zombie horse.
Yep,
Would that
this
help
is...
in any way?
Make another animal handling check. He is undead, so he's not like has fear or anything. Yep.
Go.
So you are able to reaching in and kind of attempting to calm the horse spirit, as well as forcefully doing it just because of the situation. You are able to keep him running. Your heart's beating a little faster with that.
Fuck.
But he does manage to regain his balance and get back on the trail without issue. And you are able to continue on. Takes another 30 minutes and you cover the next league. So you have... You want to go one more, you said?
Might as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It is very dark. Clouds are covering the moon. But it is still... you have the candle. You have the goggles. So go ahead, make one more animal handling roll, both Otto and... Yep. So Otto is perfectly fine. Sir Reggie and him are just a single unit able to keep just perfect unison. Graham, Zor's manages to kind of like lose the trail and kind of like get stuck in a thicket of trees.
I feel like Lucy. I think Lucian's the one that's on Sir Reggie with me.
He's on Sir Reggie. Yep.
Yeah, he's probably like falling asleep because it's like such a smooth ride.
Whatever. Graham is just gonna hack down the branches with his axe.
Go ahead, make a melee.
I'm with Zor's. Can I help?
Yeah, Graham, make a melee weapon attack with advantage.
Okay. Time to roll a 2.
Nah, that's fine. You're able to
I'm
just
using my axe, not my hammer, but same
yeah,
roll.
yeah. You take your axe and you just chop through, and Zorse is able to get through. It takes like a minute to get, or it takes like 5 minutes to get Zorse out, but you are able to get him out and back on.
I like
So
how It would have been funny. It's like, yeah, you swing at the tree and you miss.
You hit Zors.
More would be like you just kind of catch like a. It takes a lot longer to get out,
Your
but you
dad
are able.
retroactively divorced as your
You
mom.
missed the branch. You missed the leaf.
It takes a little bit
Dice
longer
cast.
with the that, but not too much longer. So instead of like maybe 30 minutes, it takes like 40 minutes to cover that second league. It's very dark now. It is about 8 p.m. You would suspect. What would you like to do?
If we continue, it probably won't be at full speed, but we could continue if you guys want to.
So what happens if we can? Do we get exhaustion? When do we get
No,
exhaustion?
if we're pushing ourselves, we get exhausted.
It's a case of not only are you pushing yourself, but if you continue to go without sleep, you will suffer exhaustion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I think 1 more hour would probably be the absolute.
I think we should.
max
Yeah, we should
go.
just keep. If we can keep going without suffering exhaustion, then we should just keep going.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
one
do
more.
until we suffer until we
Yeah.
It's a
then we,
race.
then we sleep.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're continuing forward. So let me see. This is.
We've been going way too leisurely up until this point.
I think
Yeah,
so.
like,
You're
we
on
need to-
League 6 right now. You're able to cover.
Piffle's gonna start shouting encouragement to the team from his perch on Chunga.
All right.
It's like a
Like, come
it's
on,
like a
you
master
lazy
blaster.
laggards.
It's like a master blaster type scenario.
Pretty much, yeah.
Lucian's disc has disappeared, so he needs to spend 10 minutes to get it back, but he's able to do that if he so desires.
Is it
Yeah.
worth the
Lucian
speed
wakes up from his
differential
nap
for
and
when it
snaps his
expires?
fingers.
If we're about to
Kind
stop.
of like a disco ritual, but yeah.
Yeah, Lucian Macarena's the disc back into existence.
Quel
He
horror.
goes back to sleep.
Well, not really, because if he fell asleep, he'd lose concentration. Actually, does it require concentration?
He tells Hestia to concentrate for him.
So far.
I don't think it does, actually.
The
I don't,
floating disc?
I don't think the floating disc does require concentration. So
Most
yeah,
of my
he-
spells don't right now. I don't even know if my.
I don't think so. Historically, that one was literally a loot tool. for
yeah,
when
it was. It's
no
only meant to
dungeon
like
thing.
move.
Yeah. In this case.
Let me just verify real quickly. I'm pretty sure, and it also doesn't really actually matter because Lucian doesn't really like need to fall asleep, but I'm curious. Nope, it does not require concentration. So yeah, you could summon it and then fall asleep and it'd be good for an hour.
That'd
Okay.
be the most interrupted sleep ever, though. I'd be upset.
Well, like an hour nap a pop. That's not that bad.
It's a cat nap.
Yeah, exactly.
That is a microaggression, and I won't tolerate it.
Okay. As you're going through, you cover in a mile, at which point you're starting to feel something hit your skin.
Oh, good.
A little. It's like a little painful on your head, on your shoulders, your arms, and you realize that it's starting to hail.
Oh,
Oh.
good.
Great.
And it's starting to hail kind of hard at this point. It started just like a few stings as like the ice has struck you, but now it's getting like bigger and it's like kind of thick chunks and getting to ice like that are golf ball size chunks.
Unsummon Hestia. Make sure she doesn't die.
Can we shelter and make
Underneath
camp
the
under
magic
trees?
disc?
Go ahead and
How consistent is it? Is it like is there a lot?
Yeah, can I dodge it?
it is it's coming down somewhat aggressively. Like it's definitely like picking up and it doesn't look like it's letting off anytime soon.
Cool, I'll just dodge it.
Let's see
I'll just
here.
dodge it.
Yeah, so you're just gonna like let the hail pelt you?
I use a mage hand to just cover my head a bit here.
How big is a mage hand?
I think it's literally at the size of your hand.
That's
I'm like 8 foot, so.
Basketball playing half.
how tall is Zorse? Can we get under Zorse?
Zorse is
Like a-
he's a
Just
little
get under the
taller than
tree.
size. He's like a little taller than 6 feet.
Just get under the trees for now.
There's no way to just keep moving and
Is
sustain
Zor's
this, I
just
think we
like really gross looking like corpse?
Yeah.
Pretty much. He's a zombie horse.
Yeah, he's got like patches of skin missing. You see like his ribs are visible. He is
Zorse lovingly.
missing like the flesh on his like the mouth area, so you can see like the horse skull sticking from like through.
I pet his skull. Zorse, are you just an unfeeling monster, or do you appreciate cuddling?
Zorse doesn't react.
No.
He's so unmoving, it's almost like a statue. Until Graham.
Yeah. Zorse doesn't quite have a nervous system anymore.
He's like a toy I used to have.
Something like that.
But
Well,
I think we will.
If we're stopping anyway.
Yeah, I think we should just make camp at this
I
point.
guess we have to. Yeah, we don't have a choice. We can't just keep moving and taking hail damage.
So I think we'll stop here, and we will pick up next week as you are attempting to make camp in the middle of a hailstorm.
Just
Hooray!
set everything on fire, 5 head.
So I will